Oh, this is Margaret Ann Windsor, is my real name, and I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace, brought to Moulton, Alabama, Lawrence County, and given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann, Dempsey Childers. I married Childers. The twins, Peggy and Carl, were dead. They were killed by their mother. They were even born in a different year, and I have that. The birth certificates and death certificate of Carl was just totally bogus, redone. But they, even on the birth certificates, which are supposed to be, you can't change it. They simply mark through with a pen the dates that both of them were born on, and it was in 38, where mine's 39. And the state, when I tried to get driver's license sometime back, took it back in the back of it, and they didn't tell me the date of birth of the twins, but they said they knew, and I didn't get my driver's license because that's not me. So anyway, I have a state ID with my post office box on it. So this is Margaret Ann Windsor. My father, I found out, is King Edward VIII, and my mom is Claudia Ruth O'Keefe from the United States. So Elizabeth, I put this on other tapes if people care to go back yesterday and even way back. I had no access to putting things out because the law enforcement will not help. They're part of the mess that's been done to me. And I'll say this, Joe Kennedy was ambassador to England, and during the time they took my father down, and I put this on other. So I put the picture of the imposter that claimed to be my dad, and became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. And I will say this, this is just one of the things, after doing the book, medical malpractice book in 70s, well, actually 76, 77, 78, into 79, about mind control. And I'd worked for doctors and how you can program people without their knowledge to commit crimes or do anything. And they pay for the crime when it's the person doing the programming. And the Virginia Tech nearby me here, I'm in Roanoke, and that's Blacksburg. There's a long list of them other than the mass shootings, 33 in April the 16th of '07. Now, I could go on, about the Sandy Hook. See, this is how they're done, the Columbine. This goes back to the Texas, and maybe further, I can't remember. Texas wasn't where they, on the campus there, where someone climbed way up and was shooting. Anyway, I didn't go back. I'm doing this from memory. What I wanted to put on here, there's a long list that were done in patterns so they can be proven. So this agency deliberately did it over the years, the mind control, where it was done in patterns. So I assumed at some point, I guess anyone would, that it would be told. Anyway, what's happened since I even had Hustler magazine, Larry Flint was shot. The guy was programmed in Lawrenceville, Georgia. I was living in Marietta, and all this happens to me. I get a letter from the FBI the 23rd of June of '79, and I thought it was the book. And April the 1st of '80, I had antifreeze put in me. And I'll say this, that Larry McDonald, the U.S. congressman, he was Western Goals and a bunch of stuff. Anyway, some of the murders I wrote about happened at Piedmont Hospital, and I wrote about Larry McDonald, and then his plane goes down August the 31st of '83, and that's when I was flown out to Larry Flint's and became a candidate. And then after then, I was just thrown on the street. Larry Flint himself was put out at Butner, where some of the so-called serial killers have been put, and that's what's going on, is programming and mind control. Now then, when I came to Roanoke in '86, I couldn't get a job. I was shut down. Everything was shut down to me. I would have to walk and beg and freeze and starve, and yes, I did. It was hideous what happened. And I put names on, and I thought by putting it on social media that it's on Facebook too, I think. I put it there. It was there. But anyway, I'm allergic to chemicals. It's an immune disorder, and there's nothing funny about it. It's life-threatening. Um, it's the thing is, if you're inhaling the fumes that you're allergic to, it causes extensive um, inflammation that goes on to and deteriorates your body, your liver, your organs, your kidneys, so that at a point I could be on dialysis, kidney dialysis. My lungs I need, my legs have been where they were okay. The veins and vascular. And I'll put it this way, because no one's tried to stop this. Um, I was force-fed it, and one of the people next door to me over in Bedford at um, Joseph's Dream, on Joseph's Way, it's a Section 8. She told me that she knew. She came in and said that what they're poisoning your air with, it can tear down your vascular and your veins. And I don't know. I hope I can keep my legs. They're horrible. It's horrible now. Now, I came back to corporate suites, affordable corporate suites, and I've put this all on prior videos here on Northern Drive. And I hoped it had changed. I have had to. I can't go just anywhere I want to. Some of Lance Cooperman's places here in Roanoke, and he owns a lot of places, Extended Stay and etc. But one of the first, not the first, but the Carl Barton, Virginia State Trooper, and his wife, and I put this on the videos, took me to the first one off Starkey Road. And she told me, his wife told me when she was leaving, this is how we run you with chemicals. So I put all this on. I stayed there 17 months and sucked up there, coming in and soaking the bed and the carpet and you name it, everything else happened. And everybody knew this. Now that I'm back here at Corporate Suites, and I stayed, before I came here, I stayed 17 months. I have to explain myself because nobody, law enforcement or anybody, has stepped in and helped me. And it's horrific what Americans will do when it's them doing it and they're allowed to. It's a joke. So my illness has been used against me. If you're inhaling fumes, especially if it's your home, the only source is you get away from it. Or so that means moving, and that's what they've done with me. Now I'm back here, and when I came here, right after I came, I developed shingles and had to go to the doctor I developed them on the night after she'd come in and clean. I thought I was having a heart attack. And this is going to go out, so I'm not going. They continued rather than stopping what they're doing. Knowing my illness, I have the records, I have medicine. They continued to do it. Not one person stopped. They became angry with me. So I'll just say this. It would be nice if someone had videoed what the maid housekeeper did when she came in yesterday. I refuse to have them continue with it. The shingles now has developed where it should have been over the 10th of this month. My doctor said she's had to put me on the medicine again. And I'm going to show it. It's for nerve damage, etc. Last night, because of what they're doing, I woke up about to scream. And I've taken pictures this morning. A lot of good it's going to do me until you get an attorney to rip into them. But they're supposed to give me a letter today with their letterhead, Affordable Corporate Suites, where I'm supposed to leave here. I'm paid my rent because I have this allergy, and they will not allow any supplies that I could buy or use that are non-allergenic to be used. They say that what is it? OSHA will not allow it. Now, I thought there's other people that have this allergy, and I wonder if the people that make